Hey yeah, it's Whimsy and this is Whim Cinema and Nova as well, my white Swiss Shepherd 3-year-old girly. She wanted to stay with me today in the studio. She doesn't always, sometimes she wants to hang out in the living room on the couch and all that, but today she was like, Mama, please, I want to stay with you. So she'll be with us. I don't think you guys will see her much since we zoom in a little bit, and when I watch the episode, like, there's the screen as well and all that, so maybe you won't see her that much, but know that she's here. Today we're gonna watch The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5. I'm expecting to see Nora. I'm expecting that we're gonna go to the hospital and expecting a turning point. Now, last episode I've talked about it, so I'm not gonna rehash, okay? If you want my opinion on the season so far, I've talked of the good things and the less good things in my personal opinion at the end of last episode. And my thoughts and review kind of rant, I guess, that I did. Since then I'm a little calmer, like I'm more hopeful for the rest of the season, but I'm still, yeah, I'm tentatively, is that how you say? Tentatively, yeah, right? Hopeful for the rest, but I do hope that it gets darker soon with Ellie, and I don't think they can do it any other way today. They're gonna have to, so I'm excited to see how they're gonna do that, because she hasn't been dark this season, so, or almost not, you know, like she's very bubbly and happy. Without further ado, let's jump into it, let's go. I wonder if she's going to be, what do they call her, the prophetess? Prophet? Like later on, I mean. I think this is a flashback, I'm not sure. Because she was the same lady who like recruited Isaac, no? I might be mistaken. Ah, the chart!
Your soldiers are loyal to you. I think they're worried we're gonna execute you.
Isaac would have come himself.
There's a shooting near the borderline between us and the Scars.
Okay, no. Never mind.
He's wondering why you apparently killed some of your own men.
Including Leon. Leon.
What happened?
We cleared the ground floor up to the 6th. A few scattered infected here and there, and all that was left was the basement. Down there was where they brought the first cordyceps patients. On top of that, we had an access problem. Here and here it caved in, and all the elevator cars are stuck in their shafts. So yesterday, that's where I sent a squad down to B1.
And?
Nothing. The whole floor was empty, not even rats.
That was a great Easter egg.
A few minutes in, he radios back. There's cordyceps on the walls, the floor. 5 minutes later, he radios again. He was struggling to breathe. Maybe he had been bit. I said, Leon, were you bit? He said it's in the air.
We're getting spores.
He said it's in the air. Seal us in.
Terrible decision.
And we locked the only door to B2, and we locked the only door to B1. And we did what Leon said. We sealed them in.
No one else has gotten sick.
The actresses are so good.
You resolved the situation permanently. We owe you a debt. I'm sorry about your son. Leon
was her son. I don't even know how people do this. So we're getting spores. The rat sentence was funny. For gamers, that was good. That was good. I don't want to spoil it for you guys that haven't played the game, but that was good. We're getting spores. That's crazy. That's crazy. I thought we wouldn't. So they're developing, because they had their reasons to not, because this is how it goes in the game, right? It's a bit different than from the show. It's through, like, spores are from first game. Like, it would have been in season 1 normally, but they decided not to for good reasons. Like, it was perfectly fine. But now they're bringing them back. Like, why? I'm really curious about that choice. Just to add this little layer of fear, I guess. I'm not sure. So this was present. This was not flashback, but their characters we don't know. Seattle Day 2! Oh, goodness. I'm not ready. Actually, I really am ready. I'm really excited for this episode.
Ta-da!
Dinner is so good.
We have a big ass generator down there. Natural gas, baby. You figured out yet?
Getting there.
You'll find a safe way to get us to the hospital, though, right? Can I help?
No.
Why? Because I'm stupid?
Non-school oriented.
Fuck you. I'm in a school. Let me help.
I'm triangulating. Do you know how that works?
With triangles.
Get a bearing of their troop movements and then triangulate back to their bases. I mean, if I had a protractor, it would be a lot more accurate.
Oh, I actually brought a protractor.
You did?
No. I don't know what that is, and I hated math. I'm gonna leave you alone now and go and explore the rest of this place because you're smart as fuck.
Ellie.
I'm not gonna rehash, but I mean, this is exactly what I was saying last episode at the end. It's just too happy. Too happy. Too damn bubbly, too damn jokey, too damn happy. But it might be a facade. I will let them show us. I love this part. Wait, it could be the flashback episode, actually. I didn't think of that. Oh my god, is she gonna sing? If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Imagine. Oh god. Front stage, let's go.
If I ever were to lose you.
This is good. This is what I want. Thank you.
Did you figure it out?
I think so, yeah.
Good.
They run a line of patrols north and south. They're watching that entire area. Do you see this long-ass building? We cut through and slip by.
What is that long ass building?
No clue.
It's a big fucking something for them just to ignore. Why aren't they patrolling it?
Because there's a shit ton of infected.
The hospital's maybe a quarter mile from there. Nora should be on the first floor, far end of the north wing.
Wait, how the fuck do you know that?
They never shut up.
Middle of a fucking war and they're just broadcasting their positions.
You know those people they're fighting, the scars? We already know they use bows and arrows, right? You ever hear of Amish people?
Amish people? No.
Well, they were around back in '03, but they chose to live like it was the 1800s. No electricity or technology, because these motherfuckers talk on the radio like they know nobody's listening.
They're overconfident. It gives us an edge.
But what we're doing is reckless.
Dina is so intelligent.
It'd be dark by the time we got to the big fucking something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go be reckless.
And not that she wasn't in the game, you know, she was, but she is even more capable in the show, which I really enjoy. Without Dina, Ellie would be dead already. Like, I don't think she would have made it out of, like, the outskirt of Jackson. No, Ellie is capable too, you know, but you know what I mean.
You sure this way's safe?
You don't trust me?
I trust you. I don't trust Seattle. What are you gonna name it?
It.
Oh,
If it's a girl, Ellie. If it's a boy, Elijah. No.
what? It's a cool name.
Elijah is a good name. Ellie too, like, don't get me wrong, but don't call her Ellie. See? I thought this would be the character earlier, but no. Feel this bitch, my god. No mercy for either of them, you know, against each other.
We shouldn't have come. I shouldn't have dragged you here. You're having a fucking baby. What am I doing? I'll take you back. You don't need to do this with me. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid.
You know, you never asked me about the first person I killed.
Huh?
When I was little, we lived in a cabin in a forest north of Santa Fe. But mostly it was just us alone. And I would get so bored cooped up with my mom and sister, I would just beg them, just let me play outside. But my mom was scared, but one day I just fucking did. And I had a gun, so who's gonna fuck with me? Now you already know how this story ends, and I don't have a mom or sister anymore. But since everyone's past is fucked, and we've all heard everyone's fucked story, how do you think this one goes?
I don't know. Raiders?
Just one.
They were dead. He was gone.
He was still there. I heard them screaming, and I ran back with my gun out, but I was too slow because I was fucking 8, and he looked really startled. And when I shot him, he looked more startled.
How did you get to Jackson?
Doesn't matter. This is what matters. Whatever reason Joel gave those people to do what they did, he didn't deserve that. What if I hadn't snuck out? What if my mom and sister were beaten to death in front of me? What if that motherfucker made me watch as he did it? Would it make a difference if my family had hurt his people first? No. And if I hadn't killed him, I promise you, I would have hunted him down forever. Forever. I'll go back if you want, and I'll keep going if you want. If I die, it's on me.
Keep going.
Oh, that was such a good... The actresses are just amazing. But interesting that Dina is so adamant right now on this. I don't know how they're gonna deal later. I'm so curious. I don't mind at all a change like that. I'm just curious how it's gonna unfold later. Like, next season. Not this season, even next season. You know? You know what I mean if you played the game, but... I don't like, though, how they speak so loudly, you know, in the middle of the street. I understand that they know the position and all that, but you don't know if there's infected scars, whatever, right? Like, I don't know. They're kind of carefree a little bit until now, but when they were just walking in the street. Like, they have a huge mob, a horde, right beside the movie theater that they just escaped from. And they're like, oh, no, no. I don't know.
The searchlights are up high to scan the outside, which means there'll be no line of sight to the inside. That door's open, and nothing's come out to kill us. I'm gonna take a peek.
Because you're the one who can't get infected.
How does it look?
Haunted but empty.
Just like us. There's no fucking way this entire place is empty. It's not gonna be a horde, right? We're not underground, and the wolves are right next door with their vehicles and lights. Horde's not gonna ignore that shit. A few strays, and a couple clickers.
We'll be okay.
But shooting has to be a last resort.
Fine.
Ellie, if it gets bad, and we have to make a choice between shooting or running, we run.
Last resort. I got it. You think that no matter what happens, I'm just gonna start firing?
Literally every single time. You're a little crazy. That's one of the reasons I love you.
She said, I love you.
You love me?
Oh, I know. So tell me again, what's the plan?
Knives or run.
Here we go.
It could be a bunch of stalkers, technically. Or just a couple clickers. That could be possible. But the fact that you don't go there, the wolves, is strange.
So far, so good.
She's gonna use the gun only to save Dino or something.
Do you hear something?
No.
Feeling of being watched.
Lots of windows in here. Let's be careful.
Yeah, they could see the light from outside.
Tina.
Yep. Stalkers.
I think it's a smart one. Like the one that stalked me at the supermarket.
Okay, but you killed that one.
Not before he got me.
Fucking bit you.
It's gonna be fast and it's gonna be sneaky. But this time it's 2-on-1. So I say we flank it first. We split up. Everyone it follows. The other one comes up and takes it out from behind.
There's two.
If we run, they're gonna chase, so we have to go slow.
Oh my god.
You see that fencing over there? I'm gonna lure as many as I can. You're gonna run in there, secure the gate. Tina, I can get bit a lot. You can't. Do as I say.
Oh my fucking god. She shot. Here we go. They shoot so much, but they don't have a choice, you know? 2 guns. Oh, shit. She is getting devoured. No way. Oh! Is it who I think it is? Oh, she's gonna take his Joel.
Did you get bit?
What? No.
That's so good.
Jesse, I swear.
She thought it was Joel for a second there. Did you see that? They did that because of the trailer from before the launch of the game. I'm gonna talk about this at the end. I need to note it down. That was cool. Thank you, Jesse. It is who I thought it was gonna be, by the way. I'm very happy.
The park! We can lose them in there! Come on! We don't go in there. It's like 5, 3 unknowns chasing to the...
We don't go in there. Why? Oh, it's the park. I just understood. I just recognized the vegetation. Is that how you say? That's not how you say it, right, in English? The leaves and other stuff in the forest.
The map you left in the theater. Impressive triangulation, by the way.
Thanks, that was old Dina.
Trust me, I didn't think it was you.
You came alone?
No, me and Tommy.
Oh, shit.
But you two were gonna die out here, so we snuck out the next night.
We're doing pretty fucking good
Up until what?
Until we weren't.
Is Tommy okay?
Hopefully. We're supposed to rendezvous in the morning, get back to the theater, shelter for the night, meet up with Tommy, and then we all go home.
No.
But we have Jesse and Dina. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. We are speedrunning encounters today. So Jesse and Tommy are out. Yay. We have an answer for that. I'm really happy. That's cool. I was wondering last episode, you know, I talked about this.
Wait, I'll join! I'll join you! I'll join!
We have no interest in your words. So taught the prophets.
We don't see his scars because of his beard. Yeah, don't watch. Ah.
Harry is free.
I'll leave them away. Get her out. Go! I'll meet you back.
Wait, but who? But
You won't get away, Wolf. She sees you.
oh my god, bro. They saw them in there? Like how? They were so well hidden, I feel like. We need our own bow and arrow.
Not here!
May she guide us.
May she guide us.
I can't believe Dina just got hit by an arrow. That's crazy. That's how she's not gonna accompany Ellie for the hospital, to the hospital. Wow, she's not regrouping first and telling them she's okay. Damn. Is that Bear? This is the first truly selfish thing she does right now.
Come on, Bonnie. It was a critter or something. All clear.
Nora.
You're all set.
Oh, I was talking about how selfish it was to not tell them she was okay and to go here, which is the first thing she truly does. Is it because of Dina's monologue earlier? Kind of gave Ellie like the will to do this suddenly, but like I said, it's a little disconnected with the usual tone. She was not like that at all until now. That's what I meant by they're gonna have a disconnection. Doesn't make sense that she would do that now, in my opinion.
Put that shit down.
How did she magically find her? That's too convenient. Come on.
You remember me? Yeah, you remember me.
What do you want?
Where's Abby?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
You shoot me, the sound will have every soldier come running.
You'll still be dead. Tell me where she is and maybe I let you go.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have. Or maybe you should have stayed the fuck out of Jackson. Nora. Where's Abby?
I'm sorry you saw it happen. No one should ever have to see something like that. I still hear his screams. It was a terrible thing, the way he died. You, the little bitch, got what he deserved.
Yeah, that's so annoying. That door is the one they sealed.
No.
Wow, she's strong. Me too. The spores. She thought she could go through, but... Yep, see that in the air? The effect is so good. No one has gas masks right now, you know what I mean? Except for like fumigen, is that how you say? Like gas grenades and stuff, but not for this, you know? Wow. The set design is crazy. He's releasing spores. Ew. Oh, that's Leon. Park. L. Park. Her name was something Park as well. It was written. So that's her son. The character from the beginning. I forgot her name, but it was Park as well. Yeah, Nora is... Yes, the red lightning. Here we go.
Stupid bitch. Spores were infected. You killed us both. Did I? You're her. And the young girl you're... Yeah. Where's Abby? Don't you know what he did? I don't care. You don't care. He killed everyone in that hospital, including the only fucking person alive that can make a cure for me. That was Abby's father. Joel shot him in the head.
Yeah, she didn't know all that. Yeah.
I know.
Oh. Okay. I thought she knew like the cure and all that, but did she know that it was Abby's father? Maybe she just doesn't care, like she said, you know. Doesn't matter.
Where's Abby?
Stay with me, don't die, Nora. Ooh, the song. Press square to attack.
Where is she? No. Where is she? Where is she?
Their acting is so good. That reminded me of Batman a little bit. Where is she? I'm sorry.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi.
Didn't have to do that. That's not kind. Well, next episode is gonna be flashback. That was quite good. That was a good episode. I liked it. They do something really amazingly and something they are fumbling with, in my opinion. You're welcome to disagree, of course. I sure know a lot of people did on the last episode. A lot of people were disagreeing. But most of you guys were agreeing with me that, you know, the tone is off a little bit, you know, because I liked what they did, like this last sequence, the acting was incredible. This is what I want to see in season 2. This is what I want to see. From the moment of, you know, trying to play If I Ever Lose You, that, and the way she's not able to play the song, and then later on having that rage, you know, show. All of that is amazing. That's what I've been wanting and that we've been missing you know? And because we've been missing it, it kind of arrives to like do you say that in English? Like a hair on the soup? Do you say that? It's like too like all of a sudden. In my opinion, they didn't build it up well. They build her as being so hopeful and almost okay on the outside, right? Clearly she may not be, but I feel like now, okay, so here's the thing, right? In season 1, they made Ellie a little bit more interested in violence, if that makes sense. Like, they did that change in season 1, and I was okay with that. I was like, okay, it's a bit different from the game, and that's fine, you know? I'm not asking for a perfect replica. Obviously, I'm just gonna play the game if I want a perfect replica. If I want the real deal, you know? But they definitely made Ellie a little more violent, like with violent tendencies, like actually liking it, you know? Although when she killed her first well, not really her first second, she was not like loving it. Like, she doesn't love killing. That's not what I'm saying. She's not a psychopath, okay? But she does have an interest into guns a lot and violence and looking at Joel protecting others. She was very much impressed by that, and she wants to be like that, I think. So in the show, they build her a little more like that, a little more violent. So I guess that's how they build it here. I'm sure people who haven't played the game, that's kind of like how you're gonna understand this. And so it's fine for you, I guess, maybe. I mean, let me know in the comments what you think, but like the beginning is like, yay, we just walk in and having a great time and laughing and you know, they could have shown the bonding between Dina and Ellie. They're already friends anyways, but like you can show that in other ways than like stupid banter. And I'm not saying they didn't banter in the game, they do, but like immature, you know, kind of banter and like YA feel to it. You could have done it differently, in my opinion. And then if it's really a facade that Ellie is putting up for Dina, then I want to see it. I want to see that. I'm not seeing that. You know what I mean? They're not showing us that she is actually putting up a facade like she did with Gail, right? When she got out of the hospital. And then you had that tracking shot, which was incredible, you know, following her when she got out of the hospital in episode 3. You know, show me that kind of thing, that she's kind of lying in a way to Dina, right? But that's not what they're doing. They're just making them a lot more immature, but also more capable than they would need to be. And then it has like a tonal disconnect with what happens now. It's still great. Like, I'm really happy we got that scene with Nora, although I would have liked the dialogue from the game, but it's okay. It's the I can make it quick or I can make it so much worse. I really like that line, but it's okay. Like I said, I'm not asking for a 101 how do you say that in English? I don't remember, but like an exact replica, right? That's not what I'm saying. Of course I'm comparing to the game, because some people are like, why do you compare it to the game, you know? Well, it's just the way I want to do it. Like, I truly understand if it's not to everyone's enjoyment. Like, some people don't want any comparison, even from gamers. That's totally fine. That's not what my reactions are about. Like, I've been very upfront with what my reactions were going to be about, and I think it's cool to have like different type of content over YouTube. Like, we're not all very happy with the changes, and I think that's okay. Like, and I think it's okay to compare. Like, there is no problem in doing that. If you don't like that, then don't click on my videos. Like, that's fine. I don't mind, but I'm not gonna stop doing that, you know, because that's what my reactions are about for The Last of Us. But yeah, of course I'm comparing with the game some stuff, you know. I'm not saying that it should be an exact replica, but when the game did so well the complete grief and desperation Ellie falls in after Joel dies, and then I see the show not doing that at all. I'm like, okay, but how is she gonna torture Nora then? That's what I didn't want to say last episode, because I know some people haven't played the game. I didn't want to spoil the episode, this one, for you guys on last episode. But like, how are you gonna go from I'm gonna be a dad, hey, and being tourists in Seattle to torturing Nora? And then you're going to tell me, well, they did it. Yeah, they did. There's a tonal disconnect. Exactly like I said there would be. In my opinion, like, there's just this... Why did she decide suddenly in the park to go for the hospital instead of taking care of Dina that's just been shot in the leg, trying to regroup with them? And she knows that Tommy is there as well and all that. She took the opportunity, which would make complete sense in the game, because she does something similar where Jesse is like, we gotta go help someone else. I'm not gonna say. We're gonna go save someone else. And Ellie's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going for Abby. And then Jesse's like, wow, that's a terrible choice. Like, and that makes sense in the game because she's at that point. Here, for me, it didn't make sense that she wouldn't try to see if Dina's okay. For how they've been acting, right? So I don't know if it's because of the monologue of Dina earlier that she was like, oh, I would never stop hunting the men who killed my family if I hadn't killed them. And that gave, like, when Ellie saw hospital, la la la, she was just overcome with, you know what, I'm gonna go and then I'm gonna come back. But I just feel like it's a weird choice. And that's what I've been saying, that they kind of put themselves in a corner, the writers, you know, because they change some of the stuff that make the whole tone different, but they still need to go through these very important events, or they need to change them, you know. But like, they still need to do these things. So now they're like, how are we gonna go from point A to point B? Like, and that's how they do it, and it's just not very logical to me. Now, this is all very technical. Did I enjoy the episode? Yes, I did. I'm still enjoying the season, guys, okay? I still like it. It's just not as good as season 1. Season 1 is much better, in my opinion. Season 1 had a lot of changes that made sense and were good. Everyone was amazing. Now, once again, the actors, it is not their fault at all. It's the writing, okay? Let's be clear here. I'm not talking about any of the actors. They are doing amazing work. The problem is in the writing and the changes they've decided to make and how they characterize, especially Ellie. The rest is pretty good. Like, Dina is amazing. Jesse's amazing. Tommy, I'm curious to see. I don't know what they're gonna do with Tommy. Now he's out of Jackson, so there's that. That's cool because he's supposed to be. So that's cool. They're not gonna change that. But then what? How are they gonna bring Tommy from where he is now to what he's gonna do next? Which you guys might not know if you haven't played the game, so I'm not gonna say. But like, how are they gonna bring? I don't think it's gonna fit once again. So yeah, I don't know. It's the same problems I've been talking about last episode, and with reason, because they're not gonna change. Like, they are already stuck. They're already a bit stuck. Unless from now on Ellie is much darker, then they could kind of like fix it. It's not too late. Maybe season 3. You know, like, it could kind of be fixed. It's not too late, but it's just for this moment today, it didn't hit as hard because of that to me. This is very personal, guys. I'm not saying my word is not gospel, okay? You can disagree. It's okay. But yeah, I just felt like the tone of the episode was all over the place, especially in the beginning. The middle to the end was kind of fine. They kind of speed ran as well, the Seattle Day 2. It's a bit sad. There was no Hillcrest, which, I mean, fine. It's okay. It's just an observation I'm making. It's not really a nitpick. I don't mind. How did she infiltrate the hospital and found Nora so easily? We didn't see anything, like any of that. And it's so important 45 minutes? Why? Why not another 15 minutes? You know, like an hour, like the previous episodes we've had, to really take the time to do this, to infiltrate the hospital. No, she just finds her. It's just very convenient. It's very convenient. And okay, we need to move the plot forward, I guess, but like, I don't know. There's a couple of things like that that just pull me out a little bit, because yes, I am looking at it in a perspective of, you know, with my brain, you know. I'm also looking at it with my heart, obviously, but I'm using my brain while I'm watching. And I'm like, ooh, this is good, you know. And I love narratives, I love writing and all that, so that's why I see glaring mistakes, in my opinion. They are mistakes. And they are kind of like hitting me in the face, you know. I don't have any other choice than to see them. So anyways, now Jesse arriving. That was really cool. Fuck, I love that moment. That was so good. I love Jesse forever in my heart. Oh my god. And I really loved how they presented it. They could have leaned into it a bit more, in my opinion. It's my interpretation of the scene. I think they could have leaned a bit more into it and really used Pedro Pascal. I don't think they did they? But it would have been so cool to use Pedro in that lighting when she sees Jesse and she doesn't know it's Jesse yet because she's like, what is going on? I just got saved. There's a light on my face. I wish maybe they did use Pedro because the hair was a little different. I'm not sure. But I wish they leaned a little bit more into it, that you see him when he extends his hand, and then when she grabs it and looks up again, it's Jesse. I think that would have been even better. But I mean, that's really, like, that's just a personal choice. That was still really good, and I really like that because they did a terrible thing before releasing the game. They made a lot of people angry because they, being Naughty Dog, the developer of the game, because there was a trailer where Ellie is like going on this revenge path, clearly, like she is going somewhere, and then someone arrives behind her and puts a hand on her mouth, right? And then she's like, what the fuck? And then she has recognition and she turns around and she asks, what are you doing here? And then we see, and it's Joel saying, you really think I would let you do this on your own, or something along those lines. And we were like, oh my god, okay, The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be a story about like how maybe Dina dies or something, and then that sends Ellie on like a revenge path, and they're gonna do that together with Joel. Spoiler alert, that's not what happened. Like, as you guys have seen, it's Joel that dies, right? So when that moment where she gets someone's hand on her mouth happened in the game, they turn around and it's Jesse. So they edited the trailer to make it look like it was Joel, to put the audience into a fake road of theories, which I highly deplore. I hate when anyone does that. I think it's the worst thing you can do to fans, in my opinion, and with reason. People really were mad. They were mad that they did something like that because it was a complete fallacy. I don't know how to explain, like it was just a lie. It was just a lie, right? So I kind of like that they alluded to that. Maybe they felt bad for that or something, to this moment now with Jesse saving Ellie and then her thinking is Joel. I really, really like that. That's all I wanted to say. That's what I noted in my notebook earlier. But yeah, I just wish they leaned a little more into it. I think that would have been cool. But yeah, they really speedran all the areas and enemy encounters. Like, that was kind of crazy, but I like it. You know, it was action-packed, so that was fun. But yeah, seeing wolves, well, technically more like seraphites, scars, and also stalkers, which are very dangerous, clearly, when they're a group like that. They would have been done for if it wasn't for Jesse. And Tommy is elsewhere, so yeah, I'm yeah, that was a good episode. I liked it. It's just the tonal disconnect, you know, like I said, that there would be. I mean, there's no other way. There's no other way for them. They are stuck there. I'm hoping that from now on, maybe we get flashback episode, next episode. And then after that, I think it will be the last, right? Next episode is episode 6, flashbacks, perhaps. And then episode 7 is like the end. So I think I know where they're going to stop the show. And I'm really curious how they're going to approach season 3. Knowing that. I don't know. But we're not there yet. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction today to the episode and the episode itself as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!